Alright, so 2020. This video has been a long time coming. I've recorded this video a few times already, and it hasn't felt right. And today is New Year's Eve and everything. At least when I'm recording this, and I just haven't been able to record a video that I'm happy with. That really does show how difficult of a year it was. Because I know for everyone in their own sense, this was not a very good year. There was a lot of bad shit that happened. There was a lot, you know, that everyone went through. And it really does suck, that a lot of the year for a lot of people was, spent kind of cooped up in a house. For me, that was a good majority of the year, of course. Now I've been doing little bits with Sean and Joseph, but outside of that, there are a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time. Uh, you know, it it's it's just been a rough year. I wasn't able to do anything really for the holidays with family, and I wasn't really able to do much this year, which really does suck. I was hoping for 2020 to be a really good year, but I got shafted at a lot of points this year. And, for reasons outside of, this whole virus thing that's going on, for, all of the dramas and stress that's been in the world, there were a lot of battles that I fought this year that many of you don't even really know about. There was going to be a video on it at some point, but I never ended up posting it. It was very early on when I did join Nebula about when my father was in the hospital for a section of his lung. They found a lymph node for cancer, which my my dad did deal with it in the past, but it was a very weird discovery and everything. But because of it, he had to have a section of his lung removed. And of course, going into a pandemic that that affects your immune system and how you breathe and everything, that's not very good. And that wasn't something to have literally right when this whole lockdown started. My dad got out of the hospital like a day before the state of New Jersey shut down. So to put that in perspective for you, we're very lucky that he got out in time, but also we're very lucky that this was before anything serious could happen. Um, but even then, I consider that a very minor thing to me, because I entered 2020 literally fighting for a relationship that was going under. The fact that it even lasted half the year, I don't even know how. Like, looking back at it, I see how I could have done better, and well, there wasn't much I could do. This virus, I do blame for it more, because this was going to be the year that I was going to get to meet her. For people who don't know, it was a long distance relationship and everything, but you know, it's still extremely dear to my heart and everything. It does suck that things went the way they did, but they ran their course. I could have done better, but there's nothing I can really do about it now. But I do say that the virus probably contributed to that, and a lot of other things that I'm not going to talk about on video, of course. But yeah, it was it was a it was a rough time, you know, for the people who don't understand, you know. Now for the past couple of months, I've really been pushing YouTube hard. Like I've been doing obviously my channel's been doing the best it's ever had, and I've also been just pushing hard with the content, the editing that I've been doing and everything. It's it's a lot to consider, you know, that at the beginning of this year I was really planning on ending off BeamNG at episode 50 and calling it quits. Not making these videos anymore because, you know, I just wasn't seeing the enjoyment in this. And of course, the only person that really motivated me to push on with YouTube videos was my girlfriend at the time. Because she watched them, she enjoyed them, she supported the videos, and that really did a lot for me. But if it wasn't for her, you know, I wouldn't have the car that I currently have, probably. I'd had cold feet about that. I wouldn't still be making these videos, and, you know, a lot of the good things that happened to me this year probably would have never happened. And that's tough to say, because, you know, I'm extremely grateful for a lot of the things that happened this year. Of course, you know, to kind of set my sights on the good things that happened this year, the one big thing that happened is me joining Nebula. You know, I've said servers like this don't hold my attention. They never do. Don't know why they don't hold my attention, but for some reason this one did. I don't know how it was done really, but you know, for a year that's really went by so shittily, and you know, something that was here for me when I went through some pretty hard points after my relationship of the time ended. It was nice to have. You know, I have no regrets that I joined the server. You know, I've made the jokes in here and everything like, oh, I don't get a yeet stick or anything like that, but I've had a great time on here. I've made some incredible friends without even, like, you know, trying. Like, just everyone on this server you just click with. And Sean and Joseph were telling me that after the live stream, is that they just clicked with everyone. There was no issues, no nothing. Like, it's just right off the bat. They didn't know really anyone walking into this, and they just clicked. Which is something pretty cool to know, that, you know, my guys were just like that immediately with everyone, that they liked everyone, no one had any issues, and, you know, when I did first join Nebula, you know, I said it clear out. I have no intentions of becoming staff, and now look at me, I'm a fucking helper on the server. I really did have no intentions on applying for a staff position at Nebula because of Blockworld, of course. You know, I still ran it at the time, but with the way things on Bedrock Edition are going, there probably is room for me to potentially move up in positions the next go around. That's probably a while away. Again, I'm not going to ask for it. It's either going to have to be if I can do an application now, or if it's offered to me. I would not go and ask to move up to a moderator without being able to do it somewhat legitimately. But that's probably going to be further down the road anyways, but, you know, it's great that I managed to find, a community like this who plays Minecraft like they do. And it's amazing that, I literally joined this while, my father was just getting out of the hospital and recovering. This server really did put me through, or really did, kind of give me a place to go during all those hard times to just, to kind of have a break from it all. And I'm extremely grateful for that. And, and all the benefits that I've had to get, like, that I've gotten from joining the server, this is like 15-year-old me on crack right now. Like, I've finally got to do, like, mumble chat in Minecraft. Like, that's something I wanted to do ever since Minecraft did it in one of their UHCs. I got to do so many cool things this year because of the server. Did I dig this out way too far? The stair goes there. I think I dug this out too far. Yeah, I dug the wall back one too far. But, it was, to say the least, one of the greatest years was, surrounded with all of the worst possible things. It was a roller coaster for me. And I know things aren't magically going to get better, globally, but, from the success that I've had this year, I'm not used to it. Not used to it. You see the videos I do. I'm used to having shit break on me after an episode, but no, that didn't happen this time. Everything was a pretty big success. But yeah, it's great. The past year and everything that's gone on, all the great things that have come from it, the Christmas live stream, the staff position, all the great friends that I've made and everything. It was definitely one of the better years. I wanted to do something more elaborate and, get a bunch of clips together and showcase all the great times that we had this year, all the great videos and everything. Of course, I'm not doing that in retrospect because I'm still taking it a bit easy after doing the Christmas stream because, obviously it wasn't an easy event to put on. It was a pretty big event when you think about it, but the success from it is just only, opened up the doors for so much more in the future. As Matt's already said, like, there's plans for a charity stream with Nebula, which, again, that's 15-year-old me, going fucking nuts. Like, wanting to use Blockworld as a way to make money for charity. But, of course, it's not a Blockworld, but, the few of my guys, I've already talked to them about it, and they're down for it. They're down to come and help Nebula out with it. So, it's a great thing. The EMU Awards, that's definitely going to be a yearly thing moving into the future here. When it's going to happen, I don't know if it's going to happen as a part of the Christmas live stream again, because I would like to structure the stream differently for next time. Don't have the same games, kind of change it up, do different things. But it was a great event. Like, the Christmas live stream was something that we tried to do back when I was in high school. and it never happened because we didn't have enough people to do it. But you know, when Red and Cass, you know, originally brought up the idea for that again, I was like, finally, like, may actually have like the manpower and the people to come and enjoy an event like that. So, yeah, that's really it for this. You know, I do have to say, you know, like oh, they're all here, I think. Should shoot Bitten, but I'm not going to. Just wanted to check out the stuff for the event tonight. I'm not going to be, Oh, it's EST? I'm not going to be able to make that. Maybe the later one I'll be able to make. Oh boy, but yeah, there's going to be a New Year's event going on in Nebula tonight with a bunch of fireworks, so I don't know if I'm going to make it, but yeah. But I just do have to say, like, you know, there's so many people who made a difference in the year for me. Of course, Red and Cass, like, I gotta thank them right off the bat, because they're the MVPs for the videos for the second half of the year. I have to give them it, because Pimp My Ranch just instantly became, like one of my favorite series. It's one of the it's one of the best sets of videos that I've ever produced that are just mediocre. Like it's not a hard series to record. It's literally just a podcast as we make Red's Ranch better. Of course, like Sean and Joseph, I got to throw them in there. They're, you know, Joseph especially. You know, me and him did a lot this year. We did the PVC bow. We're working on a wooden bow currently. What the fuck else have me and him done? And we have plans into the new year, the video series that me and him have done. Left 4 Dead and Minecraft are gonna come back, people. We only skipped December because of building the theater and everything, but yeah, you know, I really do, you know, owe everyone who's helped me out with the YouTube channel and everything a big thank you, and I really do owe, you know, Red Cass, Joseph, Sean, like I owe them the biggest thank you as well, because they've done so much the past year with me, and you know, there's only room to get better. But yeah, thank you all for, you know, supporting the videos, watching, commenting, and everything, even if you're not a Minecraft viewer, if you're not a, you know, or if you're not a BeamNG viewer, either way, you know, thank you very much for everything you've done this year. And yeah, cheers to next year being better than this one. Hopefully you've enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.